Alright, well hello and welcome to Brainless Entertainment. I'm Brainless, and in today's video, we're going to be doing part 2 of our Last Epoch gameplay as a Necromancer. So, it's been spending a little bit of time here looking at my skills and trying to figure which way I'm going to go with this character. I'm definitely doing a Summon Skeleton for now, and I'm going to specialize in Summon Bone Golem for sure. I'm not sure what I'm going to do otherwise in between. I'm definitely going to get Skeletal Mage when those become available. But anyway, yeah, last time we made our way here to the Keeper's camp? Yeah, the Keeper's camp, sorry. And we spoke with Keeper Lena here. She wants us to go check on Keeper Balthazar to the northwest here, so let's go ahead and get into it. So I've played through this part of the game several times by now. So I have a pretty good idea of where I'm going and what I'm doing. And this part, I mean, it's all pretty easy to navigate. For now, anyway. Yeah, I'm assuming that my damage scaling is going to start appearing pretty weak around this point of the game. We got here... I mean, I don't have a reason not to use a shield yet. Skeletons are doing a good job. Lighted forestry axe. Oh. It's not bad. Might take it. I don't really feel compelled to use it right now. Hoping for a better one-hander. It's a good chance there might be a chest over this direction, so I'm going to go ahead and take a look over here. So the map areas, as far as I know, are static in Last Epoch, so this area, the layout of this area is always going to be basically the same from one game to the next. Placement of things like shrines, chests, and things like that can vary. And I'm fine with it as far as game design goes. I don't think it's a problem. Yeah, I think I am going to kind of spread things around here. Oh, I didn't really look at my passives too much. Yeah, I definitely want to have an idea of where I'm going build-wise with this character before I jump into recordings, because, as I mentioned in the first episode, it's pretty easy for me to spend significant periods of time just looking at the different skill trees and thinking about what I might want to do. Oh, it looks like there's a chest up here. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to think, like, do I want to go, with my skeletons here, do I want to, like, lean into archers a little bit more and get, like, warriors out of the pool? Do I want to lean on warriors and rogues? Do I want ice arrows? These are all things worth considering. This spear, I think, always drops. A little bit of money. Chance to chill on hit. I mean, that's better than what I got. Yeah, I'm not really meleeing, so that's kind of a non-issue. That's definitely better. And those are better too. Go ahead and pop those on. Alright. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to having kind of a chill playthrough, hopefully. In the amount of time that I've spent in the game so far, I haven't really hit a point where, like, the game was super stressful. There have been a few times where I died to an enemy because I wasn't really paying that much attention to what was going on. Oh, I forgot to skill up my skeletons. But for the most part, the game's been pretty relaxed. I expect that changes pretty significantly the later into the game that you get. Looked like he did get hit by that poison too. Alright, when I stop getting artillery bombarded here, I'm gonna put a point into my summon skeleton. Okay, there's the guy. Sacred Bloom over there. Oh wait, no, there's somebody here. Alright, this is keeping me a little bit busy right now. Yeah, these Sacred Blooms here, they can definitely bombard you from off screen for quite a while. Alright, I think we can have a moment of reprieve. Let's see. So I saw this icon down here in the bottom right. That's how I knew that I could put another skill point into my summon skeleton. I don't think I necessarily want to go for rogues right yet. I just wanted to get the 12% damage increase here and the increased melee area of effect. But I think I want to work on getting this ice arrow. I don't know whether I want to go... So if I put a point in here, it will give all my skeletons increased critical strike chance, but I will only be able to have one skeleton warrior summoned at a time. I don't know if I want to do that or not, but if I'm going to go ice arrows or even just fire arrows and multi-shot here, it might be a good idea. So I'll have more archers in my pool than warriors. And I definitely want to get any of these skills that give me another skeleton. So Marrow Walkers, Grave Walkers, Hollow Walkers, these all give me one more skeleton summon. I don't know if there's more than those. But yeah, I do want to get those. I think I'm going to work down either this way. I might get that. I'm not sure yet. At any rate, get some more attack speed for the minions. Oh, looks like I lost one. I'm not going to go out of my way to make sure that I clear every single square inch of the map. But I do want to spend a fair bit of time going around. Oh. It's kind of funny, like pet builds in pretty much every ARPG will usually give you some kind of an indication of where enemies are. They start going to attack things that are off the screen. Alright, hold up a second, guys. So I'm curious, like, I haven't played around with these kind of temporary minions you get from various things. What is this? Ethereal Revenant. When damage leaves you below half health... Oh, that's not great. You summon a Revenant, melee minion with decaying health, whose damage scales with your intelligence. This effect has a 15-second cooldown. Yeah, I don't feel too keen on being left below half health. But having increased minion attack and cast speed seems pretty good. Minion health regen. I wonder how minion health regen actually works. And we can't tell with my skeletons because they don't have a health bar indication. And this gives me ward whenever a nearby enemy, ally, or minion dies. Oh, it's a 10% chance though, and it will only ever be a 10% chance. I don't know how great that is. For now though, I think I'm gonna go armor. And then the next point I put in will get Hungering Souls, which I haven't really played around with. So maybe I will play around with that a bit. Get some health regen here and some physical damage. So this physical damage would actually apply to Marrow Shards, because it has, in the scaling tags there, it says physical. Same with Rip Blood. Not with that. Oh, I got Harvest. I didn't even realize that. Okay, so Harvest replaced the melee attack. That's why I was swinging wider. Okay, I did notice that graphically. Because I have basically a caster-only weapon, or skill. No, weapon. Equipped right now. I'm not going to get a whole lot of damage out of Harvest. Hide boots of the turtle. It's got 2% more movement speed, 1 less armor. I'll take that. I like movement speed. I think it's quite good. Okay, looks like I am going significantly out of my way to map check. A couple rare enemies. Evasion, dodge rating. I think that's going to be better for me than the health regen, so I'll take those. And I don't think I care about that. Silver ring. Oh, it did equip, okay. I could have sworn I'd picked up rings before and it didn't auto-equip when I had an empty slot. So I don't know if that's new or maybe I just didn't notice correctly what was going on. Saw a little bit of gold here. Okay, I'm going to go around and then I'm going to come down this pathway from the north. Oh, skeleton skill point? Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to go for this next, so I'll get another point of attack speed. Alright, we're going to come down this way. No. I haven't really decided which direction I'm going to go as far as like the main ability that I'm going to use for my personal DPS. Haven't really thought too much about that. Honestly, I haven't thought too much about this build at all. I just knew I wanted to have a bunch of minions. Pet build. I'm surprised this guy wasn't bombarding me. What we got here? Melee cold damage and melee physical damage. So, I would lose the chance to chill on hit and whatever benefit I'm getting from my shield. Block chance, block effectiveness, elemental resist, more block chance, and lightning resist. But I don't really care about that. Like, my minions are going to be doing most of the work. I'll pick that up just for the gold value. And now I can actually hit things with Harvest, and it's not completely worthless. Alright, so far the Bony Boys are holding up okay. Yeah, like I was kind of saying, like the difficulty playing through the story, so far as I've experienced it, hasn't been like it hasn't been excruciatingly hard. There've been a couple of fights where I had to work a bit in order to not get killed. But for the most part, it's just been pretty relaxing, and I believe that's kind of the design around the game. But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what endgame is like. Like I mentioned in a previous video, I've been kind of holding off on progressing through the game because I wanted to do an impressions video first and then a playthrough, but trying to put words together is just too hard, you know? And playing a game is more fun than just talking about playing a game, right? Maybe I'll just do like a review video at some point. Because, I mean, I'm not a huge ARPG fan, but I do have experience with a lot of other ARPGs. I'm not like a hardcore, like endgame grinder of any kind, so I can't speak from that kind of perspective. Do I care about the lightning resistance? Probably not. Yeah, I know. It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna try to go out of my way to clear out every corner of the map. Apparently, I am. That is the way that I tend to play ARPGs, is explore every nook and cranny, grab every single thing that possibly can. I'm gonna try to not quite go out of my way to get every single thing possible. But that is the way that my instincts usually compel me. Like, what are we here for? To kill all the things? Get all the shinies? Alright, we'll move along here. That was a great scream. Man, bloody. Oh, I'm forgetting to use my Wandering Spirits. I know that does a lot of damage to nearby enemies when I use it. So the very first time I played this, which wasn't too long ago, what was I playing? I was playing Blade Dancer. Yeah, I definitely got killed by like a big group of enemies. Kind of caught me off guard. Skeleton's holding up pretty well, it seems. Dodge that. I saw it. Yeah, so I started to mention at one point in the early video that there's a kind of an issue that I've noticed with melee attacks in particular. It's right there. I'm not moving towards enemies to hit with Harvest. I don't know if that's a thing. I hadn't really noticed that much on my Lich. We got our first kind of mini boss here. Ooh, oh! Alright, he's gonna start summoning, yeah. Alright, let's keep moving. Ooh. This seems kind of nice. Oh, that's... Well, the poison resistance on this is not great. But how much of an issue is that? It's got physical and lightning resist, so this is going to be better for me right away. That's just a straight up upgrade. That's not... Okay, so yeah, what I was starting to say was I did notice that particularly on my Blade Dancer, and particularly when you're attacking enemies that are like a little bit above or below you, that sometimes the melee attack, it feels like it doesn't really register in a way that you would expect. And sometimes you'll just sit there swinging, and it looks like you should be hitting an enemy that's nearby, but you don't. It seems the remedy is to just move a little bit and then re-engage. It doesn't happen all the time, but it definitely happens enough that I've noticed it. And there has been at least one occasion where I was fighting a boss, and I'm pretty sure I died because that was happening. I mean, there were probably other factors involved too, but... yeah, so the combat in some instances is a little bit odd. I'd say trying to quickly transition between different skills is also a little bit funky from time to time. Okay, we've got another skill. God, I'm kind of tempted to get more armor, because I'm going to be relying on my minions quite a bit. And I definitely want to not die. Yeah, we'll do it. Okay, now we've got Hungering Souls. This little icon here indicates that you have a new skill. Since I keep forgetting to use Wandering Spirits, let's put Hungering Souls on here. So, calls forth 5 Hungering Souls that seek out enemies. On hit, they deal necrotic damage and then possess the target. Hard to tell how effective that's being, but... the main reason I wanted to come down here was to pick up this quest. This stun chance. I always prefer shrines that give gold or some such. Shards. Hairborn Sword. There's too many of them. Are you alright? Over there, they've invaded some old storage. They're building something there. I'll look into it. I'm a bit busy. Right. Here, God bless you. Stay safe. So this is a side quest. A very simple one at that. So yeah, they deal necrotic damage and then possess the target. I don't know what possess does. Oh, by the way, I wanted to show that there's a game guide if I press G. And in this game guide, it shows you almost all of the things that you need to know about the game. I wonder if possession is in here. Apparently not. Yeah, there's some most of the things in the game that you want to know about can be found in the game guide. But in particular, this thing here, like, it doesn't tell me what possess actually does. Just, okay, so possessed enemies take necrotic damage over time for 1.5 seconds. But how much damage? And does possess do anything else? Does it just do damage? It seems like an interesting term to use for something if it's just a damage over time effect. Anyhow, grab this, and we're going to make our way into the storage room. And we can see it's being indicated on the map here. Alright, we'll pop in here. It's hard for me to ignore all the barrels and such sitting around. Oh, that's got intelligence on it. Even worse, poison resist. But, so do skeletons? Yeah, skeletons get damage scaling off of intelligence. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that on. So you got a glyph here. So this glyph of chaos, this is a crafting thing. I guess we'll talk about that a bit. This says it modifies the outcome of a craft when upgrading an affix. Randomly changes the upgraded affix to a different one that can spawn on that item type. So let's look at the crafting menu real quick. So this is our forge. You can access this anywhere at any time. You can put a weapon in here, or piece of armor, or whatever. So the way that where is it? Oh, yeah, so when you pick up crafting materials off the ground, they go into your inventory, but you have to transfer them to your crafting materials in order to be able to use them in the forge. So now I can access this from here. So the way it works is if I have the shards, I can add suffixes and or prefixes to an item. You can only have 2 prefixes and 2 suffixes. And so this says damage over time tier 2, right? T2, damage over time. What this means is this item has 2 tiers or 2 shards worth of damage over time shard added to its prefix. So if I had another damage over time shard in my crafting materials, I could use it to upgrade it. And I could use this glyph, and then it would upgrade it, but then it would change the affix, in this case that prefix of damage over time, to some other random prefix. that could be applied to that weapon type. I don't know if there's something that explains exactly what different weapon types can... what affixes they can have on them. If that information's somewhere in the game, somebody please let me know, because that would be very helpful. But yeah, I'm not super sharp on all the different things that you can do with the crafting system. I've used it a bit, so like I kind of understand the basics of how to use shards and how to customize gear. I think it's more so like an in-game activity, because you do get plenty of shards while you're leveling, and you can use it to enhance gear as you go. But I think it's more of a thing that you kind of farm out. And I guess you get shards much more frequently the later you get into the game. So, yeah. I mean, I haven't experienced the in-game yet, but I'm looking forward to getting there. I think around the point that I've gotten to in the game is kind of where you start getting kind of more of a solidified idea about what kind of direction you want to go with your character, build-wise. Oh, those are seeking them out, okay. But I do enjoy the perceived amount of skill build diversity in the game. Like with these skill trees and everything for each skill with the specializations. And the variety of options available with the passive trees. It seems like a lot. I'm impressed by it. I'm sure that in practice there are some pretty strict limitations to like how much you can really get away with in terms of build diversity. Like there's always a kind of a meta in every game, right? There's always some things that just work better than others. And that's the direction that people will tend towards. By the way, it's a wall here. I haven't found anything particularly cool back here. I'm sure this has some significant meaning. But I haven't gotten to a point in the game where the significance of this little room, and more importantly this, has like meant something to me. Ageless apple. The apple looks pristine despite the dust surrounding it. Underneath is a message scrawled into stone. I am not a thief. It was never ours. Never hers. Time belongs to him. Okay? Maybe someday I'll understand that. For now, I'm satisfied to just wonder. Anyhow, here I go. Doing the nook and crannies. But hey, I got that 1 gold, right? So we've got like a little kind of mini boss encounter coming up around the corner here. Shouldn't be too big of a deal, I don't think. Oh, my skeletons are kind of getting wrecked a little bit. Alright, not too bad. So I just want to mention really quick that there is a crafting material you can get. I wish you could look at these different runes and see what they are when you don't have them. Same thing with shards. I wish you could see what all the shards are. As it is right now, as far as I can tell, you can only see the stuff that you actually have in your crafting inventory. But this shard here, or rune rather, it's called a shatter rune. With that, you can take any item, for example, this blighted hatchet. It has 2 tiers of increased damage over time on it. And you can use this with the shatter rune. And basically it destroys the item, and it will give you at least 1 shard from any of the affixes that are on the item. So, like, theoretically, I could get 2 shards If I shattered this, I could get 2 damage over time shards into my crafting materials from destroying it. It's random. You'll always get something, but you won't necessarily get a lot. Just a little, I guess, added means of trying to get specific crafting fixes. So we went in one way, we came out another. Right down here is the door we went into, but it brought us out here. And conveniently, the guy who gave us the quest is just sitting here now. Alright, looks like my skeleton's gonna go fight. That's fine. I saw you head toward the storage. Are they gone? Yep, they're gone. I should thank you. Yeah, never mind that. Just chill, man. Okay. And so for completing this side quest, we got a passive point in addition to some experience. So there's quite a few things that can be rewarded. Passive skill points is one thing, but other kind of useful rewards from certain side quests. So it's, practically speaking, it's pretty worth it to do those things. I'm going to get a point of increased attack speed. Bonus also applies to you if you use a minion skill in the last 10 seconds. That doesn't seem like a lot of attack speed, but I'm going to take it anyways. Alright, I see there's a shrine down here, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Gold shrine. Definitely like gold shrine, shard shrines, and the like. Yeah, like getting a shrine that like increases your like stun chance and stuff like that is less appealing for me. And often I like have to stop and look at a bunch of loot, so I don't get to like really capitalize on something where you feel compelled to rush along. I'm sure that a lot of people really like that, RPG fans. I'm more of a casual guy. So I prefer things with more permanent rewards, like gold, for example. Even though I think it's kind of debatable about how valuable gold is, or at least so far as I've experienced in the game. I've mostly just used it to purchase more stash tabs, and it's arguable whether or not those were necessary in my case. Anyhow, we got somebody here gonna talk to. Keeper Guard, who are you? Keeper Lena sent me. Keeper Balthus is inside protecting the shard. The Osprix won't be able to pass through the inner door without a symbol of Eterra, but they'll break it down before long. I'll take them out. Here, I hid the symbol from them. They left me alone thinking I was already dead. Take it. It will unlock the door to the shard chamber. Okay, thank you. Please, help Balthus. Yep, I'm going in. Alright. So this is the Keeper's Vault. Oh, got another passive point, some gold, some experience. So as you can see, we're pretty quickly gathering more points here. Take a bit of increased minion health and a vitality point. I usually like just kind of pick a damage-oriented thing to focus on. So I'm trying to spread things around a little bit more evenly this time. Even though I haven't really hit too many instances of like where I should have focused on defenses more than offense. And certainly, many would argue that a strong offense is the best defense. But we'll see how things go here. The only characters that I've died on so far has been my Blade Master, which is the first character that I made when I picked up the game. and my sorcerer. I just like was starting a boss fight on my sorcerer, and I wasn't really paying that much attention. And he kind of got murked pretty hard. I don't think I've died with him since then, though. Blade Master I've died a few times, but that was my experimenting character, you know? Yeah, there's a little bit of a kind of an awkwardness transitioning between skills at times that I've noticed. What is this? Ooh, increased minion damage. Yes, sir. Take that. Very nice. Yeah, pick that up just because it doesn't take up a lot of space. Got a little bit of lore material here. Let's go ahead and read this.
Once I deciphered the Keeper's movements, the vaults were easy to find. Exploring them proved more challenging. Ancient stonework that could inspire even the greatest of Solarum's architects. Nearly impenetrable.
Oh yeah?
Between my engineer's finest munitions and the strength of my pet, we managed to crack one open. Only to find empty halls and vacant chambers.
I'm curious. What kind of pet you got?
What would be the purpose of such a stronghold if it were to house nothing? Yet I could tell they were here, just as I predicted. They were guarding something of immense importance, something powerful. Raya will be pleased.
Oh yeah? So this is the same voice speaking that spoke when we found another note prior to getting to the Keeper's camp in the last video. Definitely the same person. Okay. Speak with Keeper Balthus. Hey, what's up, buddy? Lena sent me to
help. The Osprey's they've
they've what now?
protect the sun.
Do what now?
The Drake. Tread carefully.
Say what now? Alright, so obviously this is a kind of a little holdout event. Alright, got ourselves like a little mini boss here. This is not so tough. Balthus is helping us, by the way. I can see him.
It isn't safe. We'll reconvene outside.
Yeah, just a second. Let me pick up all these things. Traveling Staff of Stillness. Wow. It's a big chunk of physical damage. Chance to chill on hit. Caged Souls. Gain 20 ward on potion use and 10% increased ward retention. Well, I mean, our inventory is a little tight here. I don't know. Let's just talk to our guy here and be on our way. Oh, need another skeleton.
That should hold them.
Yeah?
First things first. Thank you. The Osprey's grow more troublesome by the day.
Do they?
We've reinforced our walls, supplied our men, and taken out dozens of them. Yet, they're still here. Using brute force now.
Through their Drake?
The howling monster circling the vault. Yes.
Ah.
So, I see you lack Keeper's robes. I take it Lena sent you.
Yes, she did.
Lovely. While your help has been appreciated, I have everything under control.
Ah, that's good. What are you doing here?
What do you mean? I'm protecting the Epoch, of course.
What is this place?
Here. It's a fortress. meant to keep unruly treasure hunters from locating the shards of the Epoch.
What now?
Or at least it's supposed to. Drastic times.
What are these shards of the Epoch?
Did Lena not tell you?
She didn't tell me nothing about that.
Well, tell you what. Let's get out of here first, and then I'll explain more. These peace talks are hardly worth it if you don't know why Orion is after us.
Okay. Alright, escape the vault. So we'll have Keeper Balthus with us, and he seems to do pretty decent damage. He's not just a passive escortee. Ah, yes. Give me that sweet, juicy gold. Oh, we got a little bit of lore here.
Since the Keeper's fall, we've held the same ritual. Instructed to keep the Epoch shards separate. Those were Itera's words.
Okay. There's some shards and they're keeping them
The
separate.
first Epoch shard is held in a fortress. Ancient Iteran mechanisms hold it in place, with no one but us knowing how to enter.
Is that this place?
The second vault is deep inside the Stonefall Mountains, with traps that only the Keepers know how to maneuver.
Okay.
The third shard is always on the move. It uses multiple vaults. Only we possess the knowledge to open them. This is why we never call a single place home.
Okay. So a little bit of a lore exposition there. I definitely read all of these, or listened to all of these first time through. But I still don't have a super solid understanding of everything that's going on. Oh, yeah, his dragonfly attacks too. Kind of funny. Okay, we got another specialization slot. First, I don't know if it's worth it to do this. I don't think I care that much about that. Trying to decide between attack speed. Like, this seems cool, but losing half health in order to be able to summon it, that does not sound as cool. We'll get more damage for both me and the minions. Okay, another specialization. It doesn't matter too much at this point. I think we'll take Hungering Souls. Just because I am using it. Souls deal additional necrotic damage on hit. Spell damage. Wait, what? Souls deal additional spell damage based on your maximum mana. Fewer souls are created with each cast. We'll just get the necrotic damage on hit, probably. Hungering Souls fire additional projectiles but cost more mana. I assume this means that more Hungering Souls appear each time I use it. I'm just going to take the necrotic damage per hit for the time being. So I got some crafting shards here. This one just adds dexterity. So it tells on the shard here what item types it can be applied to. Added dodge rating as well. But yeah, I don't know if somewhere else it shows like what shards you can put on an item. Like if you can look at an item and see what kind of affixes it can have. I don't know if that exists, but it would be a nice feature. So I haven't paid too close of attention, but can Hungering Souls hit an enemy? Can an enemy get hit by multiple Hungering Souls? I know it says that they can only be possessed by one soul at a time. Oh, there's a Rune of Shattering. Yeah, this thing destroys an item, creating a random number of affixed shards containing its powers. Increased move speed, 10 health. Definitely getting full on the inventory here. And there are, by the way, some wonderful loot filters so that you can hide items that you know you're not going to be interested in. Okay, this is a dead end. And so I want to go back down here and see what was down here. No problem, I kind of have to anyways. Alright, Glyph of Hope. These, so each time you craft something, it will use a certain percentage of your crafting potential. So I don't have anything else I could put on here. But it will say like between 1 and some other number of forging potential will get used each time you add something here. The Glyph of Hope... I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a glyph. I don't know why it's not showing it. But it makes it so there's a chance that it won't use any... Oh, because I didn't pick it up. Makes it so there's a chance that you won't use any of that forging potential. Yeah, 25% chance to have no forging potential costs. Again, looking forward to getting to the point in the game where I'm crafting meaningful things. Haven't really gotten there yet. I've dabbled with it. I've definitely increased the power of items I was using significantly. Let's go ahead and get another skeletal minion now. So because of the way this works, like it always tries to give you the skeleton you have the least of, I should always be able to summon 2 warriors and 2 archers. And then who knows how they'll balance out after that, but it's weighted towards summoning whatever you have the least of. Alright. So we'll... yeah. Definitely going to continue here for a bit. I know we're going to get through like a story sequence coming up. And we'll probably take a break in the video and start getting busy recording the next episode. Evasion. Not as good. It's a big chunk of spell damage. Oh, I guess it's 2 more than what I have. I'm not even going to bother carrying that. Intelligence, cast speed, and mana and cast speed. Alright, I mean, it's not going to provide the same defensive benefit as a shield, but it's going to be pretty good. Really critical strike chance. Yeah, we're definitely going to go towards a more castery kind of focused build. Yeah, so it looks like the Hungering Souls, you can't hit the same enemy multiple times. I'm assuming you theoretically could, but yeah, given the possession limit, probably not so much. Oh, I didn't even see that chest. Oh. Ward gained when damage leaves you at low health. I wonder what it considers low health. Chance to slow. Mage helmet. Ooh. Seems kind of good. Definitely worth. So the amulets and rings only take up 1 slot, so those are usually pretty much worth it to pick up. Increased. Oh, so this will give me 100% critical strike chance while it lasts. Very useful. Oh, and naturally, there's a lore thing here. Well,
let me ask, for how long must we live like this? No one cared about the shards until recently. Until Raya. For now, it's just him. But how much longer until Lagan seeks them out? Majasa.
Question. I have no
We
idea.
uphold customs, as Itera willed. But our goddess is gone. If she knew the state of the world, would she not request us to act? To bring peace back between her children? We cannot
Good question.
keep the old ways. The council is scared, but nothing will change if we do not change.
Wonder what he means by that. I should ask him. He's standing right next to me. Yeah, there are some occasions where the background or foreground, I guess, kind of obscures your view. Seems to happen more regularly here than in other games. But it hasn't been like problematic for me that I've noticed in my playthrough so far. Alright, Northern Road. I think Balthus? I'm going to say Balthasar. I think Balthus is going to have something to say here soon. Or not. He's really trucking ahead.
I'm sure you have questions, but let me first check and make sure the Epoch's safe.
Okay, let me first read this little lore note here.
Who do the keepers adhere to? Our slumbering mother, Itera? Alone? A goddess they cannot see? They sent no treasure to sea for Lagon, nor works of art south to Majasa. Were they in league with Heorot's savages? No. Their alliance seems to be a recent development. How can they claim a greater connection to Itera than us? We're the servants of Raya, the inheritor of her domain. It is blasphemy. They will burn.
Okay. Singed letter. Alright. Let's let Balthus do his thing here. Gotta talk to you, I guess.
Good. No.
Say what now? Oh no, my god, no, what's happening? Well, who could have seen that coming? You okay? Balthus, what just happened? At ease. Who was that? That was Orion, an Osprix general. We've seen him up in their camp, but never like this. Oh yeah? Nice scar. It looks like they went toward the Highlands, where the Osprix are based. But there's too many. It's no use. I'll take care of it. You'll... What? Go back to camp, I got this. And by I got this, I mean I'm going to go over here. And there's a treasure chest that I'm going to relieve of its contents. Dexterity shard. Not particularly interesting, that. Alright, well I can take one thing, so I guess that. Okay, and then we just go back to the Keeper's camp. So we do have a town portal, and even if we hadn't, we could use this little teleporter pad down there. And we'll speak with Lena, and then we'll wrap up episode 2 of our Necromancer Last Epoch playthrough. So let's see what Lena has to say before we wrap things up here. There we go.
Everything okay? Where's Balthus?
He was kidnapped. The Allspricks took him.
What? What happened?
A giant drake came in, grabbed him.
That must be Orion. If he captured Balthus, he's in danger.
Who is Orion?
An Osprey's general. He's the one leading the hunt for us.
No offense, but that does not sound like a general to me.
What happened to the artifacts Balthus was protecting?
It was taken along with Balthus.
That must be what they were after.
Yeah, probably.
We have to save Balthus. Get him and the Epoch back.
Do you know where they would go?
Their camp is not far. I'll have to organize a group. Go after him.
Allow me.
Are you sure? I could gather soldiers. Have them come with you.
That's a good idea. Oh, wait. No, it's faster if I go now. Even though that's a really good idea.
You'll walk into an entire army of Ospricks.
I've got this. I guess that's my thing.
Stay safe. Stay alive. And bring Balthus back.
Will do. But you really should get those soldiers and have them follow me on, you know? Anyway, we got another passive point, some experience. Go ahead and spend that. Let's get more damage. Alright, so that's where we're going to wrap up this video for here. Yeah, when we come back, we'll head over through the Highlands and into the war camp, probably to the summit, because that seems to be where things are going. And I will clean up my inventory, among other things. But yeah, that'll do it for now. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll come back and see me again in part 3. And until the next time, I hope you take care. Alright, y'all. Bye.